Hey guys, what's up? It's Nickole and Corey, and we're back with another CreepyPasta review. But this time, it's a non-gaming CreepyPasta called Tower of Silence. So, let's jump right into it, and then at the end of the video, you'll hear our thoughts and our review on what makes this CreepyPasta so good.
Indian officials ventured into a deep jungle, investigating several missing persons reports from a nearby city. What they found was a Tower of Silence, or dakhma. Zoroastrians use these sites to dispose of bodies in the open air. While sites like these are not uncommon in certain parts of India, several peculiarities hint at something more unusual. 1. None of the bodies depicted in the photography were identified. Villagers from nearby, though initially surprised at the sheer number of corpses in the dakhma, proved unable to recognize the bodies. The corpses also do not match the description of the missing people. 2. There were no animals around except for maggots and flies. Zoroastrians rely on birds, like buzzards, to dispose of the bodies, in the belief they are contributing back to the earth. Officials found the corpses relatively untouched by any sort of animal. 3. There is no official account of the bodies. Officials avoided the spot, not only because they felt uneasy looking at it, but for the following as well.
4. The deep pit in the center of the photograph was filled with several feet of festering blood, far more than the bodies on the outside could ever supply. The stench was so unbearable that many of the officials began to get nauseous when they first approached the dakhma. 5. The expedition was ended when a villager accidentally kicked a small bone into the pit, penetrating the coagulated surface of the pool. A massive burst of gas from the decomposing blood erupted from the pit, splashing those looking into it, along with the photographer. Those caught in the explosion were immediately sent to the hospital, where they were quarantined for possible infection. They became delirious with fever, shouting about being tainted with the blood of Ahriman, the personification of evil in Zoroastrianism, despite never having admitted having any familiarity with the religion. In fact, many of them had no idea what the dakhma was when they had found it. Delirium turned into insanity, as many began to attack hospital staff until they were sedated. The fever eventually killed all of them. When officials returned with the hazmat gear to the following day, the site was empty. All the bodies had been removed, and astonishingly, the pool of blood in the pit had been drained. All that remained of the incident was this photograph. So, Nickole, what did you think about this CreepyPasta?
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually did like it, though obviously it's hard for me to get creeped out by stories, especially if I'm like here with friends and laughing and stuff. But it was really interesting how they incorporated like actual properties of
Of the real religion.
yeah, that
Zoroastrianism really did exist, so they used something from history that actually happened, which I thought was nice.
Not completely made up,
No.
and it's always nice to have some part of it that's real to actually kind of help make it believable in a way.
Yeah, definitely. I think the fact that it did use real elements from history made it a little bit less fake sounding. And I really do enjoy how they set it up, but it was really quick and it wasn't overfilled with guts or anything. The only thing that it used was festering blood, and I think that was just to, keep the feeling of the creepiness going.
True.
So
And I think that's better. Like if you
Yeah.
overdo it with the gore and the blood, it kills it in general.
definitely, and it's what makes a bad creepypasta. The way it's written is a little awkward. You mentioned that 4 and 5 shouldn't have been numbered and stuff like that, but I think that's just little stuff compared to what we've read that
True.
aren't so good. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this creepypasta?
Probably like an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go around 7 to an 8, yeah. So, this creepypasta definitely met some expectations.
The only problem I had was that it was a bit short.
It was very short. It didn't really set up. So, speaking of that, what could it do to be better? What could the writer do and add on to this that would make it seem a little creepier?
Maybe try to have some like accounts from villagers nearby, like an actual, like, an account from them, not just saying, oh, they were fearful of it in general. Like, that's kind of vague, which I guess works for this creepypasta, but...
Since it's such a vague subject, I mean, not many people know of Zoroastrianism or, you know, all their gods and everything, so I think that it's interesting that they kept it vague. But to just read, the hospital staff had to deal with these crazy people was a little unbelievable in its own way.
True, because I would have liked something to link that to the actual Tower of Silence.
Definitely. So on the screen, we'll show the picture of the dakhma. And Nickole, I know you're going to be putting in some actual pictures of real dakhmas. Yes. For those who don't know, this really does exist. We encourage you to go and check it out because
don't believe us, wiki it.
Yeah. It's actually a really interesting subject. And I've read up on it a little bit, and I was really impressed that this creepypasta took something and made it even creepier. So, you know, we give it a 7.
7.5.
Yeah. So, you know, it was a really good creepypasta, and hopefully you guys agree with us. If you don't, though, don't forget to comment in the section below and tell us what you think about it and why it doesn't deserve that 7.5. Maybe
Let's have a discussion.
Yeah, maybe it's better, maybe it's worse. If you want to hear more creepypastas, don't forget to subscribe. We also have a lot of gameplay videos on our channel, so go and check those out. They're lots of fun. And we also have a hashtag, don't we?
Yes, hashtag Siren Studios all together. Use it on any social media site. I'll see it. We're also on Tumblr, so go ahead and give us a follow. I can speak. Like us on Facebook as well. It really helps us out and motivates us, you know?
Yeah, and if you want more of these videos, don't forget to like this video as well. And I think that's it for us.
Yep, that's all.
So thanks for listening, guys. Keep updated with us because we got more videos coming out. Yeah.
Excitement.
Excitement. Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye.